All right, all right. We are live. We are live. What's going on,
Nice,
everybody?
good.
All right, so guys, before we get into the fun and extremely interesting episode today, first I'm going to introduce my buddy Seb here. He has worked for NCL. He does work for Costa. Well, up until the shutdown. So he's going to tell a story because he was actually on board the ship on a Costa cruise ship during the pandemic. He's going to break down everything. And then, of course, as usual, we are going to be answering questions because he has a lot to talk about. So, Seb, man, I appreciate you coming on, man. I really, really
Yeah.
do. I'm actually glad you reached out to me, man.
Actually, I have to say thank you to you, man, because I don't have any like YouTube channel, like really important YouTube channel. So I think this is a great opportunity for me, to get to know people and people like you. It's great, man.
Yeah, no, of course, I will definitely. So, by the way, Seb does have a YouTube channel, which hopefully you're going to be uploading more cruise ship stuff, man. I'll definitely make sure I
Yeah,
put
of
it in the
course.
description box. Whenever this live stream is over, I'll put it in the description box so that people can go follow you as well. But like I said, for now, for those of you that are just joining in, we got 24 people so far. I know a lot more are going to be coming in. Make sure you guys hit that like button on your way in. It lets YouTube know that you guys are getting excited for something and that we should have a pretty decent video. So, Seb, we're going to just wait a couple minutes, get everybody in here, and then we'll go ahead and get started. So we'll give it like 3 or 4 minutes before we get started with the live stream, all right?
Okay, you work for me. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So you said you where do you live? You live in Argentina, right?
Yeah, in Argentina, I just moved from the south of Argentina to the north or like central of Argentina to Buenos Aires, the capital.
Okay.
So I'm living there in the coast with the beach.
Okay. Gotcha.
Near the beach.
Yeah. So I'm guessing that's like where you were born and raised, right? You're Argentinian?
I'm Argentinian. Yeah. But I think I have to confess that my dream is going to live in the States, of course. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if you could live anywhere in the US, where would you live?
I think I don't know, man. I like the States like all the states. I could be maybe in Florida because of the Spanish and all those things,
Good taste.
Good
taste,
beach,
man.
of course.
You want to go to Florida?
I think it's good, man.
I've been to every state in the United States, including Hawaii, and I've been to Alaska as well, and I've been everywhere else: Texas, California, you name it. Florida.
That's great, man.
Trust me.
I've been there. Actually, I've been there. No, I know. I went to Disney World when I was like 15 years old, something like that. So I know Orlando and Miami and New York because I embarked on New York and I was like, oh my God, New York, baby.
New York was cool. I was on the Escape. We both worked on the Escape. So, my ship was based in New York at the time when I did my contract. But we'll talk about that in a little bit. By the way, my buddy Rob here, my moderator, he speaks Spanish. I don't know if you can see that up there. I don't know what that means. Hola, ¿qué tal?
Hola, ¿qué tal?
Está mío, bien lindo.
¿Cómo va? ¿Todo bien? That's
all right,
good,
so
man.
Look, we're going to go.
Yeah.
Oh, he speaks fluent. Dude, I'm telling you, it's crazy. He's English and he speaks fluent Spanish. It's great. But look, so we're going to go ahead and jump on the story time, man. So you said you were on a Costa ship when the pandemic happened. So we're gonna go ahead and just kind of talk about that. You could break down. Let's start from a little bit before that, like up until you started hearing about the pandemic, and then we just kind of move forward from there. And by the way, for everybody, just make sure you tune in. Make sure you hit that like button as well, so we can get more people in here. So whenever you want to start, man, feel free. It's all yours.
Okay, I can start. With my embarking date, But actually, my ship segment, it came like, I don't know, like 1 week before I was like departure from Argentina. So my date of embarkation was October 20, 2019. So it was like almost the end of October and 2019. I embarked in South Korea. Yeah, I embarked there. So you can imagine it was a really long flight to South Korea for sure. Yeah, man, like 40 hours. That was, amazing.
Wow.
It was like pretty rough, but it was really good because I like to travel, and I like planes. I like cruise ships. I like all those kind of things. You're always in touch with that, right? In contact with that. So I'm embarked there, and well, I started my first contract on Costa as
Hmm.
a launch technician. As a technician, actually.
Okay, which ship were you on, by the way? Which ship were you on?
Serena, Costa Serena.
Serena. Okay,
Serena. Yeah,
got
it's
you. People were wondering.
like
All right.
like chilled. It's like chilled
Mhm.
in Spanish or in Italian, something like that. Like chill,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
smooth, man. Yeah. So yeah.
Mhm.
So no, it wasn't an amazing ship. It wasn't like the Escape because I think it's a little bit smaller than the Escape, but
Okay.
it was pretty great. I was really excited.
Yeah, I
So
bet. I bet.
more or less at this yeah, on December, something like that, we started to see some news on the Kruger, right, on the TV and all those things. And uh, actually, I can remember that. I remember that I was watching TV and it said like novel coronavirus, and I was like, what is this, man? I mean, I didn't know what to think because I know it was like the previous coronavirus, like the co-SARS, the one, and this is two, right? So I was okay. This is like old news or what is this? And after 1 month, I was dating a Chinese girl actually. So, and she told me, be careful because there's a virus going around. So be careful. So, and I was thinking like, why she told me that? Because it was like January 15th, So it it, it it didn't make sense at that time. And then uh 24th of January, yeah, 24, 25, yeah, 25 of January is Chinese New Year. So that was the last day I see passengers with us in the same ship, right? So yeah, until that moment we had passengers, but then no passengers, no more passengers. They disembark, and the rest is history. But a lot of long history because on cruise ships, all the days and the months, it's like it's longer. Like the day is longer, the contract is longer than you may think. And so instead of 6 months, it's like, my God, I'm like 2 years here, man. Oh, I can hear you, man. I can hear you. No, no. Can you hear me? No, maybe the Wi-Fi.
All right. Can you hear me? Hey, Sebastian, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. I think the Wi-Fi is the problem,
Maybe.
right?
Yeah, it's always. I mean, I'm in Airbnb, man. It's only so much I can do. Okay, they can hear me. I just refreshed it.
Don't worry.
So I was asking about your ship. Your ship was based in Asia.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so
Actually,
right out of the
my
gate. Mhm.
yeah, my base port always
Mhm.
was a Chinese port, like the base, like New York in the
Okay.
case of the Escape.
Mhm.
My base
Mhm.
was always a Chinese port. Uh, it's like in the middle of one cruise. It
Mhm.
was always round, like Chinese port,
Mhm.
Japanese port, and go
Wow.
around to the. Yeah.
Wow.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So right out of the gate, all the way as early as January, they had already taken the passengers off of your ship.
yeah. I 24
Mhm.
to be precise, actually 25, 25. Yeah,
Okay.
of
All
January.
right. So at that point in time, you guys still didn't know what was going on, but you continue to be on that ship for like two more months without passengers.
Uh, three actually. At
Three.
least
Okay.
me three, because on March I disembarked.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Wow. So what did you? So what was the life? What was the like overall experience like for you when you were on board the ship and it was just crew? Did they let you guys do what you want to do, or how did it go?
I think we have like different period of times. You know, it's like I don't know. At first it was like, yeah, we're getting paid and we're
Mhm.
living the dream, you know. But yeah,
Yeah.
the two first weeks, and then the third
Mhm.
week it was like, man, what is happening? I mean, we didn't know because all the people, no one knows really what to expect, right, from the
Yeah.
situation. Actually, we
Mhm.
didn't know now what to expect, so it's the same. Um, but the thing is, we were like optimistic in that.
Mhm.
I think in that in one way, because we were like, okay, we have the Japanese port, we have the Japanese like I don't know how to say it, like the flock of people. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, it's the flock of people. I mean, it's
Just
like
yeah.
I know the
Just a
word
bunch
in
of people
English,
like.
but it's, yeah, a bunch of people. That
Yeah.
yeah, it's not a flock, of course. It's a bunch of people that they tend to like book all the
Mhm.
cruise for
Mhm.
themselves. So we have like this bunch of people, Japanese,
Mhm.
charter, yeah, the Japanese
Charter
charter,
cruise. Well, I don't know why I
the
didn't think of that,
yeah,
but
the
yeah,
chart,
charter cruise.
yeah, I don't
Okay.
know, but maybe yeah, because of the length of the cruise in itself, because the cruise was like 5 days, so you have
Mhm.
like embarking day and or disembarking day, sea day, one
Mhm.
port, sea day, and you go back. That was
Wow.
like the normal, yeah, really short.
Mhm.
So it was kind of a charter for all the passengers to go to different ports and just
Mhm.
buy and go back. It was like an Uber, like a maritime Uber, yeah, with entertainment on board, you know.
Wow.
So I think that that was pretty much uh, that's why they called like a charter, you know. So it was
Mhm.
like a charter Japanese. So they were telling like the company, of course, because they didn't know nothing at all.
Mhm.
They were telling like, okay, maybe the Japanese charter is gonna to happen maybe in May, maybe in
Mhm.
April. We didn't know. So after 3 weeks, we were like, we don't know nothing,
Mhm.
and all started to go down. Like we didn't know nothing. I mean, psychologically, psychologically speaking, it was like
Mhm.
really tough situation. You know?
I bet. Yeah. Trust
Yeah.
me. I mean, even when I was doing my videos, man, I was trying to relate that to everybody. Like, even though I had never experienced something like the pandemic that we're dealing with now, even when we had the
Mm,
norovirus outbreak on the Escape, right, the GI outbreak, we had to quarantine and
yeah.
stuff, man, and we were stuck in our room for most of the day, most days for about a week, almost 2 weeks. And that alone, man, mentally it's straining on your mind and your body. I can't imagine what you guys are going through on board the ship. I cannot imagine it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think each person takes it like in a different way.
Differently.
So
Mm-hmm.
maybe yeah, differently, and also it depends on the maybe the department that you're working or the position, because okay, maybe you're in the galley, let's suppose, uh, and you're working all day, so maybe you don't have the time to stop the day and say, oh man,
Yep.
this is incredible, you know, you're like
Yeah.
working, but with no passengers,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have that thing. That's
Yeah.
the thing. I
Yeah.
think is the tricky part.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah,
Wait. So
it was pretty difficult.
But so how was it overall? Did they let you guys like party? What was the food like? Did you still have to go to the mess or could you go to the buffet? How did all that work when you were on board for those 3 months?
Well, yeah, like I said previously, um, we were like, we had like three periods of time. The first one, it was like really cool because we were enjoying.
Yeah.
We had the pools open, wide open, so
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can
and the whole
go
ship to
whenever we
yourself.
want.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing, man. But after 2 3 weeks, of course, the company had to make some profit or at least minimize the amount
Yeah.
of the spending that they are doing, right? So
Yeah, of
they
course.
had to like, yeah, like close down some things or turn around the ship and turn off all the things that are consuming some energy, right?
Hmm.
So at first it was okay. We were always watching movies. It was pretty good, man.
Hmm.
After that, it came. This is all in my opinion, right?
Hmm.
The second period was with all like turned off, like all the consoles turned off, all
Hmm.
the power, like the electrical power, the master power turned off, and of course we had to like sanitize. In my case, console lights, lights, consoles, etc. Right,
Hmm.
PC. I don't know, a lot of things, right?
Hmm.
Because theoretically, in some weeks, we were gonna have like, okay, guys, we were gonna have some passengers, so we have to sanitize everything. To yeah,
Yeah, get ready, get ready.
yeah,
Mhm.
everything. Get ready. But the thing is, we were getting ready for nothing. I mean, we
As we
we
all see
didn't
now,
get
yeah, yeah.
any passenger. Yeah,
Huh.
man. So yeah, that's a lot of money and a lot of time that we were
Yep.
there like doing nothing. But the thing, I think the company had like a goal to like a name, like,
Hmm.
okay, if this is getting back like soon, we're
Hmm.
gonna be the first. I think, I don't know. It's my opinion. I don't know if it's like that. I don't know
Yeah,
if they
yeah.
thought in that way, but maybe that's like the
I mean,
strategy,
I would think that every cruise line's probably thinking that way. They all want to get started as soon as
Yeah,
possible. But real quick, guys.
yeah.
So make sure for those of you that are watching, we got 73 people in here. If you guys can hit that like button, it'll let YouTube know that we're having a good time in here to promote the video out to more people. Also, if you have questions, go ahead and put them in now because we are going to answer them at some point for you guys. We're just kind of going over the story and just overall experience while working on board the ship. So make sure you guys get your questions in. But I mean, I hope you don't mind me asking this, Seth. But when you were on there, so I'm assuming you were getting paid while you were there, right? Because I've heard like horror stories of some crew members on different cruise lines that weren't getting paid while they were on board.
I can tell you for fact that I was getting paid, and I was getting paid
Okay, good.
like my normal salary. I mean, they at
Mm,
first cut me off, but it was okay because at the end of the contract they give me all my money.
mm.
So they were paying me for not nothing, but it's not the same with passengers, right? So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Of course.
think it was pretty good. Yeah, that's why I
Mm.
think Costa did a great job with all the crew members. So I
Okay, so
don't
yeah, I
have
mean,
nothing
yeah,
to
you were telling
say.
me, man. You said good. Yeah, I know you were telling me at the
Yeah,
beginning before we even got on here, man. You said Costa did a good job. They didn't do anything wrong. I know,
yeah, totally.
it's easy. One thing I've noticed through all of this, I mean, yeah, I've said some things over the past year or so where I was like, maybe a cruise line could have done better in this situation. But I do believe
Yeah,
overall, every cruise line did what they could with the information that was available, for the most part, not knowing what was
yeah,
going on,
that's the thing.
because it's
Yeah,
like you got to think if we on land didn't know anything, I can't even imagine what the cruise lines and the cruise ships out in the middle of nowhere knew.
yeah,
You
of
know,
course, man. Yeah,
so
that's true.
it was definitely just a complicated, stressful situation for everyone. So
Yeah,
eventually, you ended up getting off the ship. Now, I've heard again horror stories of people saying that they were told at one point they were going to get off, and then they got canceled, and they were going to get off, and then they got canceled again. Did that happen to you, or did you get that one time call that you were going to get your flight itinerary and go home, and that was it? How did it work out for you?
well, That's a good question because actually, the thing that happened with me, it was like my disembark date
Mm-hmm.
was on June 16th,
Okay.
I think, the first one.
Mm-hmm.
So after this situation, they capped me like 1 month. So I was
Mm-hmm.
supposed to like May 27th, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, in the middle, my uncle got sick, and
Oh, sorry to hear that.
I was, yeah. Actually, she passed away. He passed away like 3 months
Oh man.
ago. So yeah, it's been really tough for the family. But I mean, maybe it's in
Sorry to hear
better
that,
hands.
man.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you, man.
Of course.
So well, the thing he was sick, and I was on board.
Mm-hmm.
This pandemic situation, I think it came to like like block any way of escape from the ship.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could go like maybe I don't know in South Korea or in Japan, and you had like
Mm-hmm.
the time up to
Mm-hmm.
go down to disembark,
Mm-hmm.
that wasn't the case because it was always like you're to the crew purser, and the crew purser, no, you don't have permission yet. Actually, we don't have permission, so you have to wait.
Wow.
And I was thinking that maybe Argentina was going to close the border, and
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't like get there. So I I wasn't going to be able to go to my country even when I was finishing my contract because I didn't know how to think or what to think.
Mm-hmm.
So I think to myself it was like I don't know March 1st, I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to the crew purser, and they got me signed off because of an emergency thing, right? Because of my
Mm-hmm.
uncle, and it's because of the pandemic. But the thing
Gotcha.
is,
Okay.
March, it got like 23 days, something like that, to get like
Mm-hmm.
the authorization for going down. Actually,
Mm-hmm.
the history doesn't end there because actually, in my way to Argentina, I had like 5 flights, 4 flights,
Mm-hmm.
5 flights. Yeah, 5 flights.
Wow.
So I had one. Yeah, a lot. I was in Nagasaki, so I disembarked there. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. Believe me, it's not good. It's not good, but at the same, I mean, with the pandemic, it's not good. That's clarified.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, normally speaking, without the pandemic situation, it's only a trip. You have to
Mm-hmm.
like sit down, and that's all. But in
Yeah.
that
Just fly.
travel,
Yeah.
that really long travel, you didn't know what to think and what is gonna happen, and different cultures, and Japan, and well, from Japan,
Mm-hmm.
I was in Nagasaki. I take a bus to Fukuoka. From
Mm-hmm.
Fukuoka to Tokyo, Tokyo to Istanbul to Turkey, from Turkey to Sao Paulo, Argentina, Buenos Aires, and then another flight to my home that is another 2 hours. So
Wow.
if you sum up
Wow.
everything, it's like okay, it's long. So the thing is, um, I reached all the embassies, Argentinian
Mm-hmm.
embassies, in Turkey and in Tokyo because I told myself, okay, if I'm in Tokyo, I don't know the language, I don't know the culture, I don't know anyone
Of course.
there, so I'm screwed. So I thought to myself, okay, let's go to the embassy. So I sent like a WhatsApp first to the embassy of Tokyo, I think, and then one
Mm-hmm.
in Shanghai, another
Mm-hmm.
to Turkey. So just in case that something could happen, and I don't know, I got lost in the way. So
Yeah.
they told me, don't worry, if you have any issue, we were we were
Mm-hmm.
we will help you. Don't worry. So the thing is, when I got the flight in Turkey, I got this flight to Sao Paulo. But the thing is, in Sao Paulo, I got because the authorities in Argentina they didn't let us to go there and finish the whole travel.
Wow. Okay.
So
Sounds like something I went through
I got stuck
recently.
1 month.
For a whole
Yeah,
month, at least.
yeah.
Okay, look, I've been stuck here for the past almost like over 10 days now. I'm in London right now. I ended up getting
Yeah.
stuck here, man. I've been trying to get to France, but I guess they changed the rules. I had to connect. I was going to France. I had to connect in Spain, and they wouldn't let me on
Hmm.
the flight. I come to find out that they made it so that
Uh,
if you were a UK citizen, you weren't allowed on board. But they wouldn't even look at my passport, so they didn't know I was American. I should have been able to transition through. So a similar situation. It's just confusing. But you end up getting stuck there for a whole month.
huh.
So you were
Yeah.
stuck there.
Actually, when I got there,
Hmm.
I didn't know it was going to be a whole month. Actually, it was more than 1 month. Yeah, it was like
Mm.
1 month
So
and
what did you do
two
while you
weeks,
were there?
something like that.
Were you at an Airbnb? What?
Yeah. So I got there. Yeah, that's the thing. No, no, no. At first, I thought I was going to, I don't know, pay a hotel because I thought maybe 3 days and I go
Hmm.
to my house. But no, that wasn't the case. So I went to a
Hmm.
family's house that they are friends of our
Hmm.
family. So I went to their house and I stayed there. But it was pretty rough because you imagine that they were put it at risk because of me. I mean,
Oh
I
yeah,
was
yeah.
coming from China, man, and they got me into their house. I mean, if you think like now, it's like what? Yeah, but no, no, those
I
amazing
can
people,
imagine.
amazing people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
and they got me there, and a lot of troubles in the middle, and then I got here. That's like the short story, right?
Holy crap, man! That I'm sorry, but that does not sound like fun at all. That sounds like I mean,
No,
it could have been. It could have always been worse. And thankfully, you ended up someplace where you had family.
yeah,
But
but
still, like,
I was I was all days I was going to
mhm,
the airport and check if like the
your
Argentinian
flight.
embassy was
Hmm.
like putting flights for us, right?
Yeah.
But no. So what? That's why 1 month
So
stuck there.
you ended up going there one day, and they actually put you guys. They put you on a plane, or how did that work? They call you, or you just kept checking?
Uh, that's not a good part because uh, the thing is when I got there to the
Hmm.
airport like the last time there were no
Hmm.
flights. So I called to my company, the company that was I was taking the flight,
Hmm.
and they told me, okay, this is how much you have there, $300. Okay, $300. Yeah, but theoretically, the government should have us like repatriate or whatever. I mean, to come back to
Repatriation, yeah,
Argentina, the
repatriate.
government,
Yeah, repatriate. Hmm.
so yeah. So the thing is, they didn't do it. I mean, I had to pay the flight, and it was really, really expensive. Uh, but well,
Wow, I bet it was. Yeah,
uh,
to go from Brazil all the way to Argentina, I can imagine.
I mean,
Holy crap.
the thing is, it was really short. It was a 2 hours only, but $300. Oh, actually, almost $400. So it was really
Hmm.
expensive. So yeah, I wanted to be in my house, you know. So
Yeah, I don't blame you, but it's a shame that you have to use your own money just to get back home.
yeah, I know,
You know,
I know.
but trust me, I know the feeling, man. I've lost so much money just getting over here. I still haven't got my flights reimbursed either. Coming here, I was supposed to go to France, right? I bought all my flights. I looked at all the paperwork. I have the validation paperwork to get to France, right? And
Yeah,
every time I got to a different airport, there was always something. So what happened was I got to Boston. I was going from Boston to Ireland, and they told me if I wanted to go to Ireland, I had to buy another flight, show them a return flight home. That was something I was going to buy on a later
yeah,
date. So I had to go and look and search for the cheapest flight possible. I found one from London out of Ireland, but that still cost me $500 to buy, like right then and there.
yeah. So
A flight that I
yeah,
don't plan on using.
no,
So,
I know.
you know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and then it was the same thing. My flight that got when they didn't let me on the plane and to go to Spain, I'm still waiting to get that either reimbursed or get the points back. So trust me, I understand, man. It's not fun, not fun at all.
The good
But
thing about this situation is like all the things that I said about Costa being perfect, like perfect manning, is like Costa told me that they are gonna reimburse me the money for the ticket for that ticket.
Oh wow! See,
So
yeah, you got a good cruise line then if
yeah,
you're working for. At least they're doing their part,
yeah,
man, in helping you out. Because I know some companies would be like, "Oh, you're on your own," you know.
yeah.
But
No, no,
yeah,
I
man.
think
So
it's really company. It's a really good company. Yeah.
yeah, I bet. Now you were telling me earlier before we got on the live. You said so there are two divisions of Costa. There's the Asia Costa and there's a European Costa.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there are two.
Huh. You learn something
Because
new every day.
yeah. Actually, I didn't know actually. So, of course, I learned it by going there, right? But
Like I know there's
the
P
thing
and
is,
O, there's P and
Carnival.
O UK, there's P and O Australia. I didn't know Costa had two different divisions.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. Huh.
yeah. Because the
Hmm.
thing is, like the principal, the primary group is Carnival,
Hmm.
actually.
Yeah, of course, Carnival Corporation. Yeah.
Carnival Maritime have like a lot of cruise line,
Yeah, they got
and
about
one of
9
those is,
brands. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know if I think it's more. I don't know.
Uh, I know.
Because
I know they got. I know
P&O
they
is
have like. I know that
also
they own
from,
directly. Yeah, I know directly. They got Holland
because
America. They
P&O
got
is for
Princess.
yeah,
What am I thinking about? Cunard. They got a couple, man.
yeah,
They got a,
yeah.
but
White
yeah,
Star,
they,
Cunard, P&O also, P&O,
yeah.
Costa, Aida.
Hmm.
There's a lot of, man,
Holland
and
America,
Carnival
like
itself, right?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I believe
Holland
it's nine.
America.
I believe it's nine, and they
Yeah,
used
maybe
to have they used to have like 100 ships, but they've been
subsidiary.
selling them off.
Yeah,
So they still have they're
yeah,
still the biggest cruise company in the world. But yeah, I just didn't know
of
they
course.
had an Asia division with Costa. I thought it was all Italy.
I think
I didn't know that.
it's like it's a total different market. So
Mhm.
maybe that's why we here in this side of the world we don't know much
Yeah,
about it. So
probably,
maybe that's why.
probably.
I think that's why. Yeah. So this division, I mean, like the central, the
Mhm.
headquarters. Yeah,
Mhm.
headquarters are in Shanghai, in China. So yeah, Shanghai, yeah, or Shanghai, yeah, that is
Shanghai.
the pronunciation.
Yeah.
Shanghai. Shanghai is in China, and there's the headquarters there.
Mm.
The other headquarters, the European one, is in Genoa,
Mm.
in Italy. So you have
Huh.
those two headquarters. One is in China, the other one
Mm.
is in Italy.
Interesting. Okay.
Uh,
Huh.
yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
That's. But so I said try doing 75 days underwater. I
yeah.
don't know about all that. You talking about in what, a sub? RNG? Are you in a submarine? I don't know, man. I'm not claustrophobic, man, but I don't know if I can be in those tight quarters underwater because it would only take one of those bolts to break, man. And no, I couldn't do it. I'll pass.
No, me neither, man.
No, 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 no. I mean, I guess the difference is when that argument's made, it's like you, at least, I mean, I'm sorry, but you know what you signed up for. The situation that happened with the pandemic, a lot of crew members didn't know they'd be stuck in their room for 23 hours a day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the thing.
yeah.
I don't know. I think all stories have like both sides of the story, like Phil Collins would say.
Mm-hmm.
Like different sides of the story, not only two. A lot. So maybe I think it will depend on each person, how to see life
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
those things,
I agree.
So yeah.
I agree. Yep. All right,
And
guys. So
actually,
we're gonna
let's
get some.
face it.
Mhm. What's
When,
up?
when we are going to the washing machine and some are really broken and you cannot use it, it's really tough, man.
That too, trust me. I know that very, very well, man. So guys, like I said, whoever's in here, we're gonna go ahead and take some questions. So go ahead and get them in the stream right now. Also hit that like button. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. Zeb, how you feeling, man? You enjoying it? You enjoying the live stream so far?
Yeah, pretty good, man.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
All right, cool. Hey, first of all, I'm gonna check out. I mean, I'm gonna these earphones are like kind of messed up. I don't know. Let me see, guys. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, perfect. I think it's even better because it has like more bases. Yeah.
Yeah, like I was using like some cheap earphones that I got off an Aer Lingus flight. I couldn't find my wireless ones. I don't know where they went. So, but yeah. So, guys, go ahead and get your questions in. We'll go ahead and get them answered. And let's see. Somebody asked me actually. Hello, wife. How's the girlfriend? Did you make it there yet? No, I will be there by Friday. I gotta go get a COVID test done tomorrow morning early, and then I gotta take a train over to Eurostar from London over to France. So, yeah, it's gonna be a process. I'm not there yet. I've been quarantining. So now I gotta make sure I don't have COVID, which I shouldn't. I mean, I've been doing nothing but quarantining, so I'm good. We'll see. We'll see. No, scratch that. I go outside for the first time. I need to get some air, man. I work and I have social distance, but yeah,
Yeah.
so good. I mean, get some fish and chips in the UK.
You get some fish and chips. Yeah, that's good.
We have a 3-day Royal Caribbean cruise book. Hopefully, back soon, man. I don't know if you guys saw. I might still make a video. They lost a lot of money recently in their quarterly earnings, man. They lost a lot of money. So let's see. Let's see. I really want to go on a cruise. I found out Royal Caribbean lost over $5 billion. Yeah, exactly, $5 billion.
Yeah.
Hope they don't go under. No, they're not going to go under. They're not going to go under. They have enough liquidity. They have enough money in the bank. Okay, for the rest of the year. We might see some ships get sold off though. Not some, maybe a ship or two. I don't know. I mean, don't quote me on it, but that would be the next logical step if things don't start turning around soon. Speaking of which, so Seb, what do you? I mean, what's your outlook on the industry, man? You think we're gonna start up like soon? When do you think cruises gonna come back?
In my opinion, the thing is, there are like two opinions because I know both markets, like the Asian one and like the one in this side, like this European, you know.
Asia's good. Asia's good.
Sorry, it cut off. Sorry, I
Asia
didn't
and
get
Europe, both Asia and Europe are looking good. Their markets are looking good. They can start in some places, not all. Not
the thing is, they started. Regarding Costa, I think they started and then they stopped because the thing is, the authorities in the ports they didn't allow them to go there.
They're supposed to start back up.
So it's like theoretically in March, I think.
Yeah, March next month. Not too far away at all. A couple weeks away. So we'll see what happens, man. I hope so.
I don't know, man. But the thing is, you know, there's a lot of offer. I mean, there's a lot of like crew members that who want to go on board again. So I'm not the only one. That's the thing.
Oh, trust me, I know, man. Well, a lot of my friends that live in Florida, man, they all work on cruise ships as well, and I communicate with them regularly. So trust me, I get it. Everybody needs to get back on ships, start making some money. But let me see here. At some point, yeah, maybe. I think cruises are gonna go up.
No, the opposite. I think the opposite. It's going to be cheaper.
It's gonna be. I think at first it'll be cheaper, and then eventually it's gonna get more expensive.
Yeah, and then because the thing is, they are doing like that's right. Like okay, guys, 80% of discount, and you're going like okay, let's go, and now it's full price. I mean, at first it's gonna be like that, you know, a lot of discount, but then after 1 year, 2 years, it's going.
Okay. Shoot, I think it'll be within a year.
Yeah, maybe 1 year. Yeah, let's
see. Yeah, cruise line's losing a lot of money. Yeah, I agree. And somebody said the test cruises will start soon. I hope so.
The one with FCCL, yeah.
Yeah, the test cruises. We'll have to see. I really do hope so. Guys, look, Diane said y'all got to hit that like button. Whoever's in here watching, hit that like button for me. It would really help the channel out. So we got to always at least try to get to 100 before we get up out of here. I know we got 100 people in here today, but hit that like button. Now, let's see. Prices are going to go up next year for sure. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I think so.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I think two more years because I think we were we will be starting like in this market, right? In this the Western one. It's gonna be starting like the end of 2021, so I think it will change up a little bit. So I
I
think
think,
2 more years, like 2023, yeah, it's gonna be
Mhm.
like really, really expensive. Let's see.
Probably. Let's see. Somebody said Disney Mania 78. I just got rebooked on my cruise to Alaska and had to pay $282 more. So I think the cruises are gonna go up. Huh. Okay. Yeah. See,
Maybe.
it's already starting. I think it's gonna vary from cruise
Yeah.
line to cruise line, to be honest with you. It just depends. Like Carnival might not raise the price, but Royal Caribbean will, or NCL. You never know. You know.
Yeah, it will depend actually.
So we'll
Yeah, on
see.
who is alive in that time.
Yeah. Let's see. Did you hear about the CDC asking Royal Caribbean about the technology they're using in Singapore? Well, they should have done that a long time ago. I think everybody should be
Mm,
talking to Royal Caribbean, the quantum of the seas, see what they're doing over there. They should be talking to, of course, MSC. I think, that's one thing that I've been saying for a while now, man. I think MSC is going to end up taking over as like one cruise line in the world.
maybe, I don't know, because Carnival is really, really big.
Yeah, I mean,
So maybe
I, all right, so
I think
there's
Carnival is bigger.
no, it is bigger, right? There's the Carnival Corporation, right? I'm not talking about the company, but like as far as a
I
single cruise line, right? So I
Yeah.
mean, even on that note, Carnival is still technically the number one. Carnival Cruise Line is still technically number one. Actually, my bad, never mind, not anymore since they sold a lot of their ships. Royal Caribbean is number one, I believe, and then it's Carnival, and then it's MSC as far as the number of ships that they have in the fleet. Because
I
Carnival
don't
used
know.
to have Carnival used to have like 20 something ships. They've sold like 10 ships, 11
Yeah,
ships.
the Empress, yeah, the Monarch. So, yeah, 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 yeah.
Fantasy, they sold a lot. So I don't think they're anymore. I'll have to go back and check. I don't know the exact numbers, but I'm pretty sure Royal Caribbean is number one as far as single cruise line right now.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see what
And
happens. Actually,
yeah,
no one knows.
nobody knows it.
There's a lot of cruise ships in Florida now.
I mean, they have. There's always Miami. That hasn't stopped. That's not anything new.
Yeah,
To be honest, that's
no,
not
of
new at
course.
all.
Yeah, but
Hopefully, maybe
it's
maybe
not
they're
working.
maybe they're there to start the test cruises. I don't know. Somebody asked, how long does
Maybe.
it take?
Yeah, but it's not
How long?
working. I mean,
Yeah, we'll see what happens. How long does it take
it's still
staff to start up? Staff. How long does it? Wait, what? How long does it take it to staff up a ship?
tough.
It takes a.
Up.
How long does it take to get all the crew members on board the ship? Is what they're asking. In
Ah,
this type of in this world that we live in now, probably at least a month or two, at least, with all the travel and
yeah, at least. Yeah,
with all the travel and flight
yeah,
restrictions, at
and all the
least.
protocols.
Yeah. Well, there's
Yeah.
the protocols, there's the new testing, there's the new vaccines and the shots and all. I'm talking about easily a month, probably 2 months, for them to fully fill up a ship with all the crew that they need on board.
Hold on, does
With
it
all
take?
of it,
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised.
yeah,
See, all
that's
the
true.
person on that Alaska cruise, they said that they're sailing on Carnival and that price has gone up. Interesting. We'll have to see what happens in the future. Somebody said 2022 prices online are already higher than the average. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be
Yeah.
surprised at all. Since I have to wait on the cruise, I would just watch my cruise that I did with the Symphony of the Seas in Europe in 2018. Huh. Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's not much that can be done. I think
No, yeah, that's right.
prices are only going to go up. I think that's inevitable. Now, here's my question that I had. You said so you work for NCL, like as a passenger for NCL.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just 5 days actually. It was really
They,
short.
where'd you go?
But yeah. Hey Jay, I think it's cutting. I think the Wi-Fi is not working well because it's cutting your voice like a lot of times.
Let me see. I don't want to refresh it again. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now it's better. Yeah.
Okay. But how did you like working on the ship as opposed to being a passenger? Was there a big difference for you?
Yeah, a lot.
I mean, given I know
I
naturally
think
there,
I
but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah. Like the normal answer is yeah, there's a lot of difference. First of all, you're not on vacation, you're working, right? First of
Yeah,
all. But at the same time, it will depend on your position, right? Because maybe if you're galley or if you're a technician, it will be like really different one from another. So
yeah.
I think first you gotta like discriminate those things. Like first the position, because maybe if you are an officer, I think you're better, right?
Mhm. Okay. You see,
So,
but
but I think,
what was that?
do you hear me? Yeah.
I hear you.
Do you
Yeah, you're
hear me?
good.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm losing you sometimes.
Okay. Well, I hear you. I hear you perfectly. I think everybody else hears you. I think it's just mine that's cutting out sometimes.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
Yeah. I, so what were you saying?
No, 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 nothing. I was thinking that you were like asking me something or something like that.
Yeah, so I was gonna ask you. So you do plan on going back to the ship, right? To work?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
I love
All
it. Yeah,
right. I've been asking all the crew members that I've been bringing on about because there's gonna be changes on board the ship, right? When you go back,
yeah,
and
I know.
you're okay
I
with that.
mean, in
What are
my
you not okay?
opinion, the thing is, I think I'm okay with everything. I mean, I want to go on board again, man. That's all.
I get
What
it.
do you
But
need? A PCR? Okay, PCR. Flight? I don't know. Whatever. I'm going, man.
so there are two big factors that I've been bringing up for all the crew, and
Uh huh.
one is uh, no shore leave. If you can't go out into any of the ports or islands ever, are you okay with that? Ever
Um. Actually,
contract?
I mean, yeah, but I think you're not allowed to go like disembark offshore, but
Yeah.
only in this period of time. I think after all the vaccination and 1 year, or maybe okay, yeah, one
Mhm.
contract is okay. Maybe after one contract you can go offshore.
Yeah.
So maybe I think I like to see the bright side on the one hand, and on the other side of the story, the thing is, actually I like the sea and I like being inside of the ship. Sometimes when my parents were on the ship with me, like in the cruise ship, we're on vacation, and sometimes I just stayed on board, man, because I love. I don't know the engine. I don't know the lifeboats. I don't know, man. Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, alert, alert, crew alert, crew alert. I love it, man.
Oh, all right, all right, all right. So, fine,
I love the
fine. Let's see.
drills. Yeah,
No, you really love the ship. You really love the ship.
yeah.
Okay, I get that. All right, here's the big thing that I want to ask you. Then, all right, fine. You're okay with a year, maybe, or a contract of not getting any shore leave. You're okay with that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but what about no crew bar ever? No crew bar.
Okay. That's a tough question, man. Okay. I have to say
Okay.
something. It's not about
Yeah.
the alcohol, okay? It's about the jamming, because I'm a musician and I play the
Yeah.
drums and several instruments. So I really enjoy go and jam, and do a jamming session with
Mm-hmm.
all the musicians there. So if they are taking me that part away, like the jamming session,
Mm-hmm.
I won't die, but it's gonna be like really tough. And let's face it, the alcohol is also important on board.
Well, yeah, that the socializing that's the only place where you go to socialize with friends after working all day.
Yeah,
So I think
yeah.
psychologically for everybody's mental, it wouldn't be good if they can't go to the crew bar every night. You know.
No, because
So I do.
you're cabin again. I mean,
I
it's
mean,
like you're going to work and go to your cabin.
Yeah. I think it's also going to be an issue too, where if they don't have the crew bar, people are going to have the cabin parties, and then people are going to get fired for having cabin parties. So there's going to be a lot of people getting fired for stupid things.
Yeah,
You
maybe.
know,
Yeah,
I don't
I think they. I mean, when I say they, I mean the company, right?
know what you
Uh,
mean.
they won't be able to put that. I mean, it's impossible, man.
Same thing. Yeah, you
We're
can't.
gonna go to the crew bar.
And
Yeah,
it's,
I
that's what
think
I'm
it's
saying.
impossible, man. Come on.
They're going to go to the
Yeah.
crew bar. And if the crew members can't go to the crew bars, they're going to be having secret crabbing parties, guaranteed. They're going to be. People are going to meet somewhere. Somewhere.
And I think I don't want to be like really pessimistic, but I think a lot of crew members, normally speaking, without the pandemic situation, there's a lot of stress, right? So I think there are like three ways to avoid that situations. One is alcohol, but normally like 0.5 theoretically. Yeah, we
Yeah.
know, man. Come on.
Yeah. You see, we got
So yeah, we
my moderators, man. He works for cruise line as well. He said the same thing. Crew bar will affect a lot of people's decision to go back, even if they don't drink. I think that will
yeah
affect a lot of people's decision. I believe so.
yeah
Let's
yeah
see.
because it's a gathering place.
Yeah. Said not a make or
Mm.
break for me, but crew bar would be for some. Yeah, for sure. I'm telling you, I think it will be. If there's no shore leave and there's no crew bar, that's going to be a deal breaker for a lot of people. I get it. And not even just for the drinking, just for the socializing and the freedom aspect of things. Nobody
I know
wants to
for
work. Mhm.
I know for a fact that in my ship, my previous ship, they were going to the crew bar, but the crew bar was like, okay, 15 people and that's all. But you can go to the crew bar at
I don't
least.
know what that sucked for because so basically the people that happen to get off work late, they have no choice. They can never go if that's the case because they will always be the late ones and always be at least 15 people. You know.
Yeah.
Let's see. Somebody asked, how much free time do you get in that year? Go to shore, etc. What do you mean cruising on box? How much free time do they get on the ship? We'll come back to that. So let's see. I really
I
love the
really agree.
only time I had a bad experience when the bartender refused to serve me because he thought I was supporting him. Huh, interesting. That's really random.
Ah, well,
It happens.
yeah, I don't know.
Let's see, Scott. What's up? They have a way for workers to they have to have a way for workers to distress. A lot of them work a ton of hours. They need to distress, meaning the crew bar. Yeah, that's a deal breaker. That's going to be a deal breaker for a lot of people. I guarantee it. I'm telling you. I know whether people drink or not is going to be a factor.
Yeah, I think the other one like it's really good. I'm not going like never, but the gym is really good. I mean, I'm not going to the gym. Let's face it. But I think a lot of people goes there and listen music or something like that. But I don't know because I think the gym is not going to be allowed also. So let's see.
That's what I don't know
We have
about
to
that.
have.
I couldn't not go to the gym. Yeah, we're gonna go to this one here. So Amber, she said, oh, totally, but I'm confused about the whole drinking thing. Crew members aren't supposed to drink. How are a ton not getting fired? What do you mean? Are you talking about like the drinking limit? Have like one drink? Is that what you're asking about? Because as long as you we laugh at that. As long as the truth is, you can drink on board the ship. Everybody, Sebastian. Everybody hears about this rule that you can only have so many drinks on board the ship. The truth is, at
Yeah.
least from my experience and what I know from my friends that work on other cruise lines, they don't care really how much you drink, as long as you're not fighting, and as long as you're not throwing up, and as long as you're not being belligerently like crazy drunk. They don't care.
Yeah.
They don't care.
That's the thing. Yeah.
As long as you're being
I mean,
like respectful.
yeah, there are two like really big rules in the cruise ships. Like one is you drink 0.0 when you are on duty, and 0.5 if you are on duty. In my case, right? I don't know how is the other companies, right? But the thing is, that's to avoid the passengers watching you like that or seeing you like that, because
Yeah.
that's not good. And actually, you have to have control of your body, because maybe in a situation of emergency you have to like deal with it. So that's why. So yeah, you can drink, but you cannot be drunk as hell, because come on, man.
Yeah.
Okay, we're drowning, so okay, I'm really wasted. Don't worry, I'm not going to the
Now,
lifeboat. What is that? No, I'm okay.
given, I've seen people really, really, really drunk, but like I said, I mean, typically, if you're at the crew bar, if you're not in the guest areas and you're really drunk, as long as you're not
Yeah.
vomiting and throwing and falling all over the place, as long as you drink and go to your room, usually the officers won't say much to you. Usually, they don't say anything.
No, no,
You
that's
know?
right. Uh, I think you have to be clever. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're gonna be drinking as hell, and you know yourself, theoretically, you know yourself, so you
Yeah.
know how much you can like take, right? And the thing is, the tricky part, and I think the best way to avoid that is be really, really paying attention uh, through the crew bar to your room. If
Look,
you can go to your room in one piece, it's okay,
I'm not gonna lie
right?
to you. I was
Yeah,
there are
man.
days I don't even remember. I don't even remember going to my room, man. I was so drunk. I don't know how I made it up the stairs. I wake up. I wake up and I'm in my pajamas the next morning. I say, well, "How did I get here?" you know. But that's
I
ship
know.
life for you. That's ship life. Look, sometimes look, mama didn't raise a punk. Sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do. Sometimes, man. If we're drinking, and we just gotta go with the flow.
Jay,
Anyway,
I can tell you a really short story about one partner of mine. That I won't say his name, right? But the thing
okay.
is, he was like really, really drunk. I
Mhm.
didn't know, because I was going to work at the other day, so I was sleeping in my cabin. So my cabin is really near the backstage, right? You can know it, the backstage, because you're a dancer, right? So I was with my Cisco, my cell phone in the corporative. So it was like 5 a.m. and my Cisco was ringing, right? So I took
Mhm.
it and I watched it, and it said backstage. Who is in backstage at 5 a.m.? So I took it, right? So hello, yeah, hello, I'm Scott. I don't know. It's not Scott, right? Of course, it's not Scott. Hello, I'm Scott. I'm here, man. Can you open your door? What? I didn't know anything about him, because I don't know. I was sleeping. My camera what? So he told
Oh,
me, okay, open the door of your room. Okay, so he went to my room. He's knock knock. Man, he was in underwear, man. He was in underwear in the yeah
oh
in the
my
galley.
god.
What the
He get
fuck? He was in yeah. I don't know. He was really drunk, man. Really drunk.
and you never saw him again. All right, look. So
No,
we got
no,
like
no.
what's up?
No, of course, yeah, I didn't see me.
Of course not. Of course not. Cameras caught him. They took him home. Look. So we
Of
got like
course,
two
of
minutes
course.
left. I'm gonna quickly go over these before we get out of here, guys. If you are here, we need 5 more likes, 6 more likes, 5 more likes now, so we can get 100 before we get out of here. But we're gonna speed round through these questions. Somebody said maybe if all crew are vaccinated, they won't take away some of
Yeah,
those privileges. I'm still wondering how
yeah,
that's going to happen. I don't know. My latest video, I talked about that. The cruise lines will have to buy
yeah,
vaccines at crew. That's going to be a complicated
yeah.
process. You know what I mean? That's going to be a really complicated because there are crew members going back to ships now. They're not going to
Yeah,
send them home.
I think, but theoretically, Royal Caribbean was going to do it, right? To vaccine all the crew members, theoretically. I think
I
Mike Wong is the name of this crew member that he works on NCL.
oh Chris
I
Wong,
don't know
Chris
if
Wong,
you heard about
Chris
him.
Wong. Yeah, Chris Wong.
Chris Wong. Yeah, and he,
Oh,
not Mike, yeah, Chris. And he talked about the vaccines, actually YouTube. So I
yeah.
think maybe they are gonna do that. I don't know.
I don't know, man. We'll have to see. All right, let's go to the next one. When do you think cruise lines will start hiring new crew members? That's a good question. It's going to be a while. They're going to hire back the people that were there first, the people that already had their contracts. So they're not gonna be.
The
I think they're
original.
gonna, yeah, the original people, the original squad, the pre-pandemic squad.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I just
The original Avengers.
yeah, exactly. I just hope the Canadian government will open up the borders soon because I have a cruise booked in July and navigate east. Hopefully they get that worked out over there, man. I really do. I hope they figure that out because this is too much in Canada. All right, let's see. I keep trying to get to the crew parties. Any suggestions? Talk to the crew. Find a crew member and make good friends with them. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Let's see. Scott.
Actually, if you put a name tag, that's all, man. You put another name tag, that's all.
Yeah, we've done that. The Canadian government has kept every rule they've put in related to COVID. Yeah, Canada's going to be tight shut for a while. Yeah, I said, funny guy. Let's see. Somebody said, how about vaccination for the crew members? It'll probably go through. That's what I'm saying. I think the crew members are probably going to get vaccinated more than likely on the ship if they figure out a way to do it.
Yeah.
You know,
for sure.
But
I think it's better, man. Because
yeah. Well, it just depends on how they do it, though. You know, I said in my video, it depends on which vaccine they use. You know, because there's going to be all these different nationalities, and how are they going to decide which vaccine? Will there be the Pfizer or whatever? You got to wonder how that's going to work.
But actually, we are getting here the Russian one and the Chinese one, and
wow.
I think the British one. I mean the UK one. So we're getting a lot of vaccines.
We'll see, I guess. But anyway, look, so we've reached our hour. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. Guys, did we hit our 100? Okay, cool. 103 likes, too. We hit the mark. And thank you so much for coming. I hope you enjoyed the live stream, man. We had a good time. You know, I do enjoy bringing the crew members on, man. It honestly, being a former crew member myself, it always is nice for me to kind of circle back to where I started. So I really enjoy it, man. I hope you had a good time live stream.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, man. I think it's great to have this opportunity of talking about this because it's like I'm really missing the ship. So, you know, sometimes it's good to talk with someone that knows about these things and we can like entertain people, you know.
Entertain, inform, educate, however, you know, whatever people are getting out of it, man. It's just that most of my my audience are passengers, so they don't know about this stuff, man. So you know, somebody has to bring more orgy stories. I'm gonna bring the stories back, guys. Back. I got worry. They're coming, I promise. I'm just trying to figure out a cool format that I think you guys are gonna like. But anyway, look, so guys, we're gonna get I appreciate all of you. If you haven't already, please smash that like button on the way out. And I have a video coming up tomorrow, so you guys stay tuned, all right? Take care, guys.
That's pretty good.